Hello, hello, hello. I am back. Thanks for stopping by. Today I am going to do a quick review slash demonstration of the TIANSE, and I believe I'm pronouncing that correctly, the TIANSE Coil Spiral Binding Machine. I've had it for a while. I like it. It's automatic or electric to apply your spiral. A lot of times I still use my hand anyway, but it is really nice. And one of the differences with this machine than the machine that I normally use, which is my racing, and I also have a video up online on how to operate the racing TD130 binding machine. But the difference is this one has disengaging pins. So what this allows you to do is set which holes are punched and when holes are not punched. If you wanted to punch, let's say 15 holes, but the ones in the middle not punched, you pull this out, and when you punch it, the ones in the middle will not be punched. I mean, it's a pretty cool machine. But anyway, this is what we're going to do. So I am going to do a quick review, like I said, and show you how it is used. Okay, like I said, this is the TIANSE spiral binding machine. It will punch up to 20 sheets of regular notebook paper, and you can bind up to, I think, 500 sheets with one if you have one of the big coils. And it has the disengaging pins, again, so you can choose which holes you want to actually punch. And it's actually a really good machine. I don't use it nearly as much as I use the other one, but it's a very good machine. The one thing that you might notice when you see this machine is that you can adjust how deep you want to punch your coils. For example, if I were to want my holes punched closer to the edge here, I think it's a 2.5 millimeter, and then 4.5, and then 6.5. So it determines the depth of how far you go in when you punch your holes. I think I always use the 2.5 because I like it kind of at the edge of the paper. But anyway, this is how you change that. It does have electricity, so it's got a electrical cord you plug in to use the coil to allow it to, let's see, I'm in there. And that's how that works. So I'm going to get started, and just, I guess the easiest way to show you how to utilize this machine is to do a book. We're going to punch today a coloring book, and this is a small mini coloring book that I've already done the cover. And the cover is made, can you see it? Okay, the cover is just simply a cardstock with a printout on it. The cardstock is normal cardstock, and I think I printed this out on the Epson 855 machine and used regular Epson presentation paper, matte paper. And then for this particular book, let me see which paper I used. Okay, I used a 40 pound weight paper by HP because I'm making these for my grandkids, and they're a little younger, so they tend to be a little bit hard on crayons and markers, so it won't go through so much to the next page. Okay, and then this is just a piece of chipboard that we're going to use. The first thing I'm going to do is determine how many holes I want to punch, or how far from the corners I really want my holes to go. I think I'm going to punch the holes and just leave, I don't know, about 1/8 of an inch on either side with no holes punched. And to do that, I'll just kind of look here and say, this is about my setup. Well, let's see. I think I'm going to do it here. Okay, first, I guess I should go back a bit. If I want to set up this side line, this little side margin spacer, I can adjust it here. I guess, what is this, an adjuster? margin adjuster. Okay, that's what we're going to call it, a margin adjuster here. And I can set it up here, and I think that's what I'm going to do. You know what? I want a little bit more space, so actually I'm not going to use that. Take it back. Okay, this is what I'm going to have. These two here, can you see these two circles here? Okay, these two circles are these first two holes. I do not want either of these holes to punch, and I'm not going to worry about it because they're not going to be there. So I can actually move this down just a little bit so my cardstock is touching this particular side right here. It's lined up here, so I know that I'm lining it up here, and none of the first two holes are not going to punch. I think I'm about right. Okay. And then on this side, I don't want this hole to punch right here because I want to leave just that little corner and that little corner. Those two things are what I'm going to leave on the paper. Now, I've got to count back because I can't really see which ones are there. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so this 11th hole isn't going to punch. All the rest of them are going to punch. And this last two over here will not punch. So when I line my board up to this little half circle right here, if I line all of them up there, they should all punch the same. I should end up with just a hair on either side of the coil that doesn't have a hole punch in the paper. So what I'm going to do is start by punching a few sheets of my cardstock. And so I just slide it in, line it up right here. And it does not matter. Now, if I were using my other hole punch machine, I would have a half punch at the very top because it would punch the corner of the paper. This with this machine with the disengaging die punchers, it eliminates that. You don't have to worry about that. And to be honest, I really wish my racing had that. They do have a racing that has the disengaging dies, but it's quite a bit more expensive. So anywho, that's not the one we have. Okay, I think we're here. And to punch the holes, same thing. Just press down. And now, okay, now can you see? Now you'll see what I'm talking about. No holes, no partial hole here, no partial hole there. And you can punch up to, they say 25 sheets of regular notebook paper. I am using cardstock, so I'm actually only punching, I think, 3 at a time. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the edge here, and I probably should have some glasses somewhere. When we stop, I'll get them. Okay, punch again. Now, those of you that are doing Valentine's Day, those giant cards, this would be really nice to, some little coloring books would be really nice to put inside of your cards, or to give alongside of your giant greeting cards, your Valentine's Day cards, or your Valentine's Day baskets or bags. They're really cute. They're inexpensive to make, and they add value to whatever project you're doing. The images that I use will come from Creative Fabrica, and I will have a link to the exact images that I use in the description. And I will also have a link for you to try out some free images if you are not familiar with the program. Okay, I'm going to punch my cardstock, or not cardstock, my chipboard. And now I'm going to punch my cardstock. Now, just a note with how I did this. This is regular cardstock, and then, like I said, it's just a matte presentation paper that I used over it to kind of make the cover. I used a spray adhesive on the cover on the cardboard, used a spray adhesive on the cardboard, And then I attached the matte photo paper, folded it over on the ends, and then I just used stick glue to kind of make it a little even and make it look nice in the inside. But if you do that, you definitely want to let your glue or whatever adhesive you use, you want to let it dry completely before you punch holes in it, because if not, your little hole puncher mechanism in the machine will get all gunky and messed up and sticky, and it won't work well. So I did these probably yesterday, so the glue is nice and dry inside. Okay, and I'm going to line this one up. And I absolutely love the way this thing punches. And that's it. This is really easy, guys. If you've seen this machine, I think it's now on sale on Amazon for $100, maybe $120. It was more when I bought mine a year or so ago, but it is a nice machine. It is a 4-to-1 ratio I guess, what do you call it, coil. You can buy the 3-to-1s, 2-to-1s, and that's just saying how many coils per inch you're going to have. The cinch machines have 2 coils per inch. The racing has 3 coils per inch, and this one has 4 coils per inch. I think I've got the right one. It's very difficult for me to see the difference between my racing coils and my coils for the TIANSE machine, so sometimes I'll grab the wrong one, but I think I have the right ones now. Okay, and to put it on, you just have to give it a little bit of a start. And I'll know if I have the right one when I start, because it wouldn't fit. And this fits, so I have the right one. Okay. Now, in all honesty, it's not really that big of a deal to have the electric coiler, because just rolling it in works too. But if you want to utilize your coiler, you just kind of put it in here and hope I don't run it all the way out. Okay. What am I doing? It's coming. See, I would be done by now. Come on, machine. Okay. Oops. See, it goes really fast. I know it almost went out the other side. But anyway, that was it. That's just, I mean, it's cool. That's how this works. Do I always use it? No, most of the time I don't. But now I have a notebook using this little machine. It's not a bad machine. And if I, would I suggest it or would I recommend it? I would. The best part about it is this part right here. And I'm going to show you why this actually works well and with another sheet of paper in a second. But that's the best thing about the machine. I wish I had noticed, though, before I bought this particular one, that it was a 4-to-1 ratio with the coils to 4-to-1 inches, ratio, because I probably would have tried to get the 3-to-1 if they have one, because I have so many coils for my other machine and I have to have 2 different sets for this. So, okay, let's fix our coils. We learned how to do this in another video, but I'm going to show you again because this might be your first time watching. Can you see? Am I in? Okay. To cut our coils, we want to use a special set of pliers. These pliers? I guess so. I don't know. Okay, and you just kind of lay it down flat. You want to keep this flat or flush with your notebook, and you just want to close it in and twist it, and that turns it. It will keep your notebook from unraveling. And since it only really clicks one way, you want to turn it over. Start somewhere here in the middle again. Oops. Forward. Click and turn. Oh, that's fine. And we have a notebook. This is adorable, and my grandkids are gonna love it. I have a lot of fun with crafts. And if you're new to my channel, you will notice I don't have very many videos up now, but I will be adding more. I have been crafting for years, over 35 years, and I have so many different types of crafts and machines and different things like that. And I don't always use them, and sometimes when you don't use them a lot, you forget how to use them. So having videos actually helps me when I need to go back and remember how to do something. So anyway, this is pretty cool, and we're gonna stop just for a second, and I'm gonna grab a sheet of paper, and I want to show you why these disengaging dies disengaging pins are really worth it. Okay, the not really having the disengaging dies set correctly. So how are we gonna do this? I think this might work. Okay, I did not pull out the dies for the hole punches for the areas at the end, so it's not going to show up flush like I did when I did this particular note, the coloring book. See the little extra area here and the extra area there? It just looks neater. Okay, and without doing that, I'll show you what that looks like. Watch it work. Okay. Okay, that side worked, but now, can you see that one? There's just a little hole there. And it keeps you from having those on either side. And believe it or not, that's really a big help. So that is the TIANSE coil binding machine with the 4-to-1 coils, and it is automatic coiler, and yeah, it's a neat machine. So if you want to if you have one, please drop me a note down in the comments and let me know what you like about it. And if you are in the market for a machine and you decide to get one, also drop me a note down there and let me know how you like it. I will put an affiliate link for this particular model in the notes. But hey, thanks for stopping by.